This is day 3 and final day of me cooking vegetarian meals for 3 days. Hello guys, welcome to my kitchen. And so I got an order to cook for vegetarians for 3 days, and this is the day 3 and the last day. Okay, and the day 3 is a bit packed because I prepared 2 meals. One is lunch and one is supper. And what I'm doing now is working on the lunch. That is, I'm going to make jollof rice. And today I want us to talk about how to cook vegetarian meals for it to taste great and also get the nutrients that you need, because cooking vegetarian meals can be very challenging. It comes with challenges like ensuring that there is balanced diet, because Charlie, you are not going to add fish and meat, and because of that you need to be cautious of its balanced diet or balanced nutrition. You have to also, it also comes with a challenge like how to create flavorful dishes and adapting to different dietary restrictions. And so some common issues include finding enough protein sources, where to get the protein or where to get this and all of that, avoiding nutrient deficiencies, and ensuring vegetarian meals are not bland. That is where it's very important to me, ensuring that vegetarian meals are not bland, because some people think that so far as you are eating vegetarian meals, you don't have to have any taste. So far as you are a vegetarian, your food should be bland, tasteless, no salt, no pepper, raw. Making vegetarianism very difficult. And so, how do we go about it? Now, when it comes to cooking vegetarian meals, bear in mind that it's not just about being healthy or cooking healthy meals, but also tasty and colorful meals. Do you get it? Also, bear in mind that it's just like you cooking your everyday meals, your normal cooking, but this time around you are not adding fish. So those of you who are scared of cooking vegetarian meals, it's just like the way you are cooking your fish stew, your goat meat soup. It's just that this one you are not adding meat and fish. Do you get it? Okay, so let's also consider that. Now let's talk about flavor and blandness. If you don't cook vegetarian meals well, it will be bland, it will be tasteless, it will not be flavorful. And so you need to consider what and what do I need to add for the food to be flavorful, because at the end of the day, when a person sees the food, the aroma should be inviting, and the look of the food too. Garnishing is very important. And so consider using herbs, spices, and flavorful ingredients to create a satisfying taste. Do you get it? Yes, the fact that one decides to be a vegetarian doesn't mean everything should be raw. Do you get? So consider herbs, spices. There are a lot of spices in the market, and when we talk of spices, we are talking about rosemary, negro pepper, cloves, star anise, a lot of them in the market, calabash nut, a lot, nutmeg, especially when you are cooking jollof rice. Don't forget to add nutmeg to your jollof rice. You are going to love it. Okay, so consider using herbs, spices, and flavorful ingredients. Do you get it? And as well, consider experimenting seasonings. Do you get it? There are a lot of seasonings in the market. There are healthy ones that you can go for, and so go out there and then question and find out the seasonings that are healthy and also flavorful that you can use for your meals, for it to come out tasty and also flavorful. Do you get it? It's not just about eating vegetables or not eating fish. It's also about making sure that whatever you are cooking there is appetizing. Do you get it? Okay. In fact, even when it comes to cooking with meat and fish without seasonings and spices, it will not taste nice. Cook fish alone or meat alone without salt, without seasonings and spices, it will not taste nice. So you need to incorporate them, but make sure you know how to use them. Get the correct ones, the healthy ones, and use them. Hope you get it. Also, incorporate protein rich ingredients. Include plenty of protein sources like beans, lentils, tofu, tempeh, nuts, and seeds in your diet. So depending on the kind of meals you are preparing, you can also decide to incorporate nuts and those things to eat, beans and all of that. Do you get it? Also consider stir fries and steaming of vegetables, instead of serving your vegetables raw. And so there are instances someone will cook rice with tomato stew and then just slice vegetables and add them. Instead of serving that vegetables raw, why not steam them a bit and then add a little bit of seasonings here and there to give it flavor and taste. And steaming or stir frying your vegetables also activates the nutrients in the vegetables. Do you get it? Also, when you are cooking vegetarian meals, healthy ones, consider colors. So consider making your food or your meals colorful, meaning adding different types of vegetables. Now I steam these vegetables. So what you have to do is, when you steam your vegetables, don't throw the water away. Okay, make sure you use it in your meals. Okay, so I'm going to make salad, but instead of slicing the vegetables and then using it for the salad like the usual way we make our salads, I decided to steam it a little, not too much. You don't cook it for it to be tender, just parboil it a little. Added the rest of the ingredients, and I'm adding my dressing to it. Do you get it? And so it's very important you consider colorful colors. Yes, there are a lot of colorful vegetables out there. You can add them to make the meals more colorful and appetizing to the eyes, instead of just gearing towards only one particular vegetable. So at this point I was in a hurry, so I had to go and change my dress and come and continue so that I can quickly send the food. Okay, now when it comes to cooking our local meals for vegetarians, especially soups, when we are cooking our soups, we start with the meat and fish. But this is whereby this person is a vegetarian, so my jollof rice is ready. And so now let me give you this tip when you are cooking soups for vegetarians. Begin like you are preparing stew. So use a little bit of oil, maybe olive oil or coconut oil, just a little, and start the base like the way you prepare your stew, and then you later add the amount of water you want. Okay, so I did this also, this vegetable and chunks also. I did it like sweet and sour sauce. Yes. Okay, and then I fried some plantains, added some chocolate rolls and drinks. So this is it. Yes, so the sweet and sour sauce gives it some moisture, and the salad also contains dressings that also adds moisture to it. So when you are serving vegetarian meals, it shouldn't be dry. You should also consider moisture. Do you get? So this is it for the afternoon meal. Okay, the lunch. And so I went and quickly came back to prepare the evening meal, that's the supper. And this I made abom, and what I just added is dawa dawa. Now what I did was, when I was cooking the ingredients, I added the dawa dawa to it and cooked it a little bit. Yes, cooked it, and then later added it to the ingredient to blend. And I tell you, this abom came out so great. It tasted, I was even surprised after my siblings, they were like, hey, this thing is nice. So it tasted so great. So give it a try. So I'm just stir frying my onions, and I added spring onions to the red oil. It is not usual that we prepare abom in Ghana and we add spring onions, but try it. You are going to love it. Okay, so this is it. I am done with the abom, and I'm packaging it. I'm going to package it and then go and serve it. Okay, so added some boiled eggs and avocados also to it. Almighty avocado, yes. As a farm, look at this, so delicious, looking appetizing. Yes, so then I added some boiled yams also to it, served this local drink and also some fruits also. Okay, so let's package it and go and serve. Okay, fam, I know you also have some tips you can share with me when it comes to cooking vegetarian meals. So please leave all those tips in the comment section. Let me learn and others also read and learn. Thanks so much for watching. I'm grateful for your support. Bye bye.